What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the leaks that I know everybody is talking about. It's got a lot of people confused, so we're going to be clearing over a few things on that. Now, before I do continue into the video, I got a question for you guys, and that is, of course, this game I'm about to say doesn't exist right now, but if there was an Iron Man open world game, which game would you be more excited for? This new Avengers game or an open world Iron Man game? It's probably safe to say I know a lot of people are going to say an Iron Man game, but I want you guys to leave your thoughts on that in the comments below, because I just want to see how popular it would actually be. And most importantly, if you could drop a like, please do go ahead and do that. It allows us to reach more people in the community, more Avengers fans, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because we're really on that hype train now for this release date. So diving into this information, if you see the video that I posted like 2 hours ago, which if you haven't, you'll basically need to go and watch it after this, but there has basically been a teaser of a Daredevil game, of course, created by either Insomniac Games or a complete different studio, or the fact that it's going to be, you know, a DLC character. Now, alongside with that, that's one speculation that's been going on, and that's actually something that started on 4chan with that rumor of that existence. Now, second of all, with this link into the Avengers game, another leak was surfaced on 4chan over the weekend in a thread that, as you know it usually does, gets deleted straight away, like within the space of a couple of hours, usually insider tactics, but I think it's been busted. Now, a summary of the leaks I'm going to go through kind of bullet point by bullet point. It's very mildly story teasers, if it's real at all, which again we're going to be really busting, but if you don't care about that stuff, then you continue, but I thought I'd mention it just in case. So diving into this, we have Kamala Khan will be tasked with reuniting the Avengers following the events of A-Day, with of course advanced idea mechanics, which is AIM, and of course Kree presented as primary antagonists. Then they actually say, well, first of all, actually, just to touch up on that, we kind of know that's, you know, kind of a gist that's going on right now. Then we have the fact that MODOK is actually going to have an end goal to convert the citizens of New York into Inhumans, which will be revealed as the mastermind behind A-Day. Interesting theory, very interesting leak here. Then we go on to the next one. This is where it kind of gets, I guess I'm going to let you guys kind of decide for yourself, but I'm going to clear it up at the end. So we got various characters and locations from wider Marvel universes will actually appear in a cameo or supporting roles, including Hawkeye, Hank, Ultron, and Black Panther's homeland, Wakanda, of course. Now, this is, I can see where a lot of people are kind of, you know, falling for this leak. Now, I just want to touch upon it right here. I think that this is just all a lie. However, I can see where people are kind of, you know, falling for it in a way. So, first of all, we know that, of course, Hawkeye is in the game, give or take. He's been basically confirmed, okay? We know Hank, of course, etc. Now, Ultron and Black Panther, the homeland Wakanda, we know that the game's global. There's going to be multiple locations, both above sea and I guess below sea, right, in the ocean. We know that as far as these kind of things go, there's going to be a very big variety. Now, we've even speculated that, of course, Wakanda could actually be there, but just on the fact that, of course, Black Panther has been leaked in the Lego sets and so forth, unfortunately, we can't really take that as a confirmation still. Although it's like an 80% sort of chance that it is, we still can't really roll with it, if you know what I mean, but it would be cool. Now, we have that Captain America, while of course presumed is dead at the start of the game. Again, we've seen the teasers, the Easter eggs, etc. They claim that he is alive and being held captive in an AIM facility. Now, it gets interesting here, because I've actually spoke to Spoonzilla on this as well, because I can really see where this gets confusing in general and where a lot of people would fall for these leaks, because of course we even, you know, discussed that whole speculation that of course you know, him being stuck in the AIM facility could potentially be that DNA that showed on screen when Thor was in this little station thing, etc. So there was a lot of things there, and I feel like a lot of things have just been picked up from multiple Reddit posts and then put into this false leak. But again, it's one of those things that we always have to take as a pinch of salt, because when these get deleted so quick, you never really know where you stand, and most importantly, we can never really trust 4chan as a whole as a completely reliable source. So I guess that's where the red flag is, and the fact that we still ain't really heard any official news. But I can see where it's kind of going. But so they claim that Insomniac's, of course, PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game actually serves as an indirect sequel to Marvel's Avengers, and I've had a lot of people actually message me on the fact that, you know, there was a mission in Spider-Man PS4 where I think like Doc Ock and so forth, and basically they go through the AIM facilities, well, not AIM facilities, but there's Easter eggs for AIM, etc. Again, we can't even link that to it. I mean, we know that first and foremost, to clear this up, that it's not a shared universe. That's the first thing. Sure, there is definitely Easter eggs in Spider-Man PS4. We know without a doubt that do actually exist. Kind of indirect in this game before we even knew it was a thing. Well, we knew it was a thing, but before anything more was, of course, revealed, and that was in terms of location, etc., etc. But a lot of people are getting confused on the fact that it's still going to be a shared universe, which it isn't. And again, the possibility of Spider-Man actually being in the game as a downloadable character, as much as we would like it, I mean, it's more unlikely than it is likely, in my opinion. Again, just an opinion, I could be completely way off, but I think it's more unlikely than it is likely. Now, they do say that Kamala Khan, of course, is offered a position in the Avengers at the end of the game, and an invitation she basically opts to decline. So that's an interesting thing. And then they talk about post-credits scenes, so they say that, you know, you got a member of Skrull arriving on Earth and disguising themselves as Stan Lee, signaling their, I guess, infiltration of Earth. So, I mean, that's one hell of a thing to really create, and I guess that would be great. Like, all these things would be great, but I think it is completely made up, unfortunately. I think it's just one thing that, where we don't have any news for the game, we're all just kind of biting on it and getting really excited. So, as cool as it sounds, after speaking with Spoonzoo about this, and multiple other people as well, and the fact that it was on 4chan, I think we literally just have to take it as the smallest pinch of salt, purely because nothing's officially been confirmed. All of this stuff would actually be great, but again, you know, we don't really know where we stand with that. And again, they really need to release some information for this game, because I feel like right now anyone could just make up anything for this game, drop it on 4chan, drop it on Reddit, disguise themselves, and at this rate, everyone would just kind of roll with it. But you guys leave your thoughts on all of that stuff in the comment section below. Again, what do you think about the fact that Daredevil could actually be linked to this game, either as a downloadable character? Do you think Spider-Man as a whole will ever make an appearance in this game, or do you think that is just completely way off? Again, leave all your thoughts on that in the comments below. But guys, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.